check, check. How about now? How does that? Ooh, that's coming in hot. Let's turn that down a second. All right, that's a different mic. Spring, how we doing? Trying to figure out this audio. Hold on. Check, check. How about now? How does that? Ooh, that's coming in hot. Yeah, and this is getting a little. Let's try that. There we go. How's that working out? I think that's a little bit better. There we go. All right, Sprink, what's up, man? How's your week been? I know we got Pat and Michelle tuning in. I don't think they can chat though. They're out gold mining. Sweet. Yeah, there we go. My mic's working. Cool. All right, cool. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to this week's installment of 3D Thursday. If you don't know where to find us, this is where I'm at. Over here at 2aallday.com or in the Discord. Links down in the description. If you want to know what parts we're using, what printers we're using, anything good to go with 3D printing, also check out the forum. That's where we have listed all the parts and filaments and everything that we use. That's cool. All right, cool. So, yeah, week's been going pretty good. Pretty super busy. This green screen I don't think likes me right now. It doesn't like my shirt. As you can see, I got the wheel on my shirt. It doesn't like yellow or green, apparently. So, anyways, rocking the merch. This is also available on the website. Let's see here. Cool. Got a couple cool things to kind of go over that I found. I know we didn't stream last week, so I do have quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to try to get through it in like 20 minutes or so. So bear with me. I know, right? I wish I was out there too. It's actually beautiful weather to be out doing that right now. You know, I don't think you could really ask for much better. Not too hot during the days, at least here on the West Coast. And then at night, you got that nice cool breeze coming through. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So we'll jump right into it here. I don't know if you guys follow Booligan at all, but last week, I was going to show this, but we didn't stream last week, but he's released some cool stuff. He has this coming up, so check this
Whether it's a stand-up
out.
fight you're looking for, or just another bug hunt, it's hard to go wrong with a smart gun on your side. Let me introduce you to the AR-56. Obviously inspired by the M56 smart gun from the movie Aliens, this one is a little bit more attainable since it's AR-based instead of MG42-based.
And I might add, pretty badass.
It is a 3D printed grip here on the rear that covers the buffer tube.
Can you imagine walking down the street with
trigger activation? You have a grip up front for control, and the whole thing is attached to a Steadicam rig. That's fun to do. You have all of that flexibility that you saw in the movies.
Hey, that also
you do have some downward
awesome
and some
the,
upward movement there, but the double drum mag gets in the way.
Like a steel bulletproof plate.
If you want to go for the real showing off, you can go with a standard AR mag, and that gives you your full range of motion that you saw from the movies. Aiming is accomplished using this laser sight, but I am developing a full targeting suite.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's developing a full targeting suite. So I'm assuming he might be trying to make something towards like auto target, maybe. Possibly use like a Raspberry Pi or something, another small microcomputer to help do that. I can't wait to see what he does with it. I never thought to use like a Camera Rig's Steadicam or like their Steady rig that they use to mount a gun to. On top of that, a 3D printed gun, and even more so, yeah, a belt fed would be awesome. Just have it come from the backpack. I didn't think about that. That's actually pretty genius. Then you'll also still have that full range of motion because the the mags or the drums won't be in the way to block it. Also, what you could do is just have either a single drum or make an adapter to where it's just a side drum. But belt fed would actually be the way to go. That would be awesome. So there's that. And then, so I also remember that we talked about, man, had to have been 2 or 3 weeks ago, but the 3D printed crossbow thing, that guy actually now has an update on it. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of an update on that. This one actually seems a lot more interesting, and I'm gonna contemplate printing it, especially once I get the bamboo carbon, because that'll just pump it out in no time. So yeah, here's his video.
Do you want to see something cool?
Well, yes, I do.
Wow! That is fast. That is fast. The Faramir Mini Adder with full rapid fire technology. Let me show you its features. When I designed the predecessor of this weapon in wood, of course, I never thought, not in my wildest dreams, that the 3D designers would take it that far. This is the latest iteration of the Mini Adder by Faramir, based on the great work of Lukasz Janikowski. And it blows my mind, and I think it will blow your mind too. Basically, it's a 6-shot repeating crossbow, not unlike the other products that are now commercially available, like the Stinger 2 or the Vlad by EK Archery. But it has a few really interesting differences. First of all, it's completely 3D printed, with the exception of the bow, and this is just a 50-pound throwing arm that you can also find on many other of the pistol crossbows, so pretty powerful. Now, everything is 3D printed, including this folding stock that lets you clap this thing down to a super small size.
Anything with a folding stock.
And it's really solid. It also has the underlever repeating system that you also find on the Adder. But one of the main differences is that legally this is a bow. Yes, it's a normal bow, at least it is in Germany, because it doesn't lock. See, what happens is that you can hold it tight with your hand, like so. See, the pinky is holding it shut. So that legally it is considered a bow. This means that you can attach a laser. This means you don't have to keep it under lock and key overnight in Germany. That is something that you have to do with a crossbow, but not with a bow. So technically, legally, this is a bow. Now, the most significant enhancement is the way how you cock it. You can still cock it just like you can cock an Adder, like so, you know, and then close it again, hold it like this, and then shoot. But the difference is that you can now cock it this way. You see, I attached this hook here so that it doesn't clamp in my hand, since I can simply swing it to the front and then bring it back, just like a Winchester underlever repeater.
20 more seconds.
And as you see, I don't have to take it out of the line of fire to simply be ready for another shot within a fraction of a second. It is so quick, just because I can do this, and I can even do this from the hip. So if I want to shoot this from the hip, I can simply do it like this. Very, very, very simple, and it always shoots. I have never seen it jamming once. Bang!
Oh, I love that guy. He just randomly showed up in my feed on YouTube one time, and now he just keeps popping up. So I'm going to keep using his material. I love that guy. That's hilarious. So, hey, how's it happening? Awesome, man. Good to have you here. Man, Klipper, I never messed around with Klipper. I think I went the other route. I went Gyres. That's the firmware that I rocked on my Enders, was Gyres. It worked for me pretty good, but Klipper, from what I've heard, is awesome. I think Creality also has that new Creality touchpad out or something like that that runs a version of Klipper, or it helps you install Klipper. I don't know. I didn't really look a whole lot into it because I'm not going to use it, but I probably should. But nonetheless, yeah, check out that Creality pad. That might help you there. Also, hey, I want to give a shout out to you, bud. Thank you for this guy right here. This came in the mail. And so this is for my M&P Shield. He made it and put the logo on there. It's actually on both sides, and it is a pocket holster, and it fits beautifully. So no mag in. You can see it's empty, and you can hear it locks into place. It's beautiful. And then to pull it out, so it does make that locking sound though. I don't know if the mic is picking it up or not, but I'll put it close to the mic. Boom, hear that snap? So fits beautifully. Yeah, awesome, man. Definitely appreciate it. This is badass. Thank you. Just wanted to shout you. And if anybody else wants a holster, I don't know if you are making them or not, or if you want people to hit you up, but message him in Discord. That'd be the best way to get a hold of him and ask him about it. Yeah, it was sweet. Definitely a surprise. So keeping on with gun accessories, you know, there's holsters out there, and I also, yeah, dude, I love it. It's so badass. Like, I never thought that. I always was curious how you could get like I know you were trying to explain how you get the logo printed onto Kydex. I still haven't looked at that process. What did you call it? Do you call it sublimination or something like that? I got to look into that though and see how to do how to print on this hard plastic stuff. So, or Kydex. Check out this accessory though. This is pretty sweet too. For everybody that has, I'm sure you could put it on an AR, but I'm not sure. I'd have to see what this kind of gun this guy has. But nonetheless, I saw this and thought it was pretty
This
sweet.
is pretty cool. We'll have an in-depth video later, but this is the Caveman LLC flare. When it gets hot, it will glow.
Flare. So he said it glows when it gets hot.
Now let's watch it. This is the coolest part because as the heat transfers from the baffles to the suppressor to the flare, it just starts to glow. So now you have no excuse. You won't burn yourself, or you deserve it if you get burned now. And I won't burn so many range bags and everything because I know it's hot. So stay tuned.
The flare, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess I like how it lets you know that it's hot and stuff, but the fact that it glows, I think, is pretty sweet. So sublimation printer, you heat press it on. So kind of like you do heat pressing a vinyl shirt or a coffee mug or a hat, kind of like that. I'm assuming you had special printer, special paper that it was printed on, and then you heat pressed it on. I'm assuming it's kind of like that's probably how it works. So there's that, and I guess I'll just stay in it. We'll go a little out of order here. So there was also I came across an awesome file. So I got an email from DefCAD, and this file here was released. And I'm not going to show you the file first. First, we're going to watch a 2-minute video that I think resembles this file, but definitely a classic video. And as soon as I saw this file in my email, this scene and this movie just popped right into my head. And so I figured, hey, why not? And let's kind of take a look at it. Let me know if you know what movie this is. I should say first one to guess it wins something. But yeah, first one to guess it wins something, and I'll figure out what it is. And I can
Son of a bitch.
I don't know what I'll get.
Come to me.
That right there. Yeah, pretty awesome. Okay, so tell me that gun right there. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Was that Michael Keaton? I think that was the Batman, right? Yeah, the huge revolver. Hey, so tell me that does not look like this. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I put them out of order. Oh, let me do an overlay. There we go. Here we go. So tell me that gun, that giant revolver doesn't look like that. Come on. Yeah, to that. You see the resemblance? You see what I'm saying? So I saw this in my email, and yeah, it's a 3-foot barrel. I was like, dude, that is totally the gun from Batman, and it's actually a 12-gauge single shot shotgun. But nonetheless, I saw that, and yeah, like I said, instantly thought of that video, that scene, and I knew that I had to have it for this week's show. So yeah, nonetheless, that's available. The files for that are available. I think it's pretty tricky though to build it. Under supplies and stuff, it said you needed to be like a welder or something. I'm not sure exactly what you would need for this or what you're welding together. Maybe the barrel or some part of it. But nonetheless, I saw that and I was like, oh, dude, that is great. So again, really quickly, boom, boom, yep. That's what it is. Technology has just caught up to us. So okay. Oh man. All right, cool. So we made it through let's see, all of that stuff. Let's hop into a couple other things that I found interesting. I think I got maybe 2 or 3 more things to kind of go over, and then we'll maybe wrap up and call it a day. We're already at 20 minutes, so Let's see. So I think, oh no, that's not the one that I want. Boom. All right, so we've also been in the past talking a lot about rocket launchers. And so, I know a lot of like single rocket launchers are in the works and beta and all of that type of stuff. But I did find a pretty cool looking one. This one's like a quad launcher that's out there, this guy made here. And so now these pictures here are just kind of showing us like the firing kind of mechanism and how he's trying to like wire it up and make it work. And so what's awesome is that there's like switches there. I think you can arm individual like 1, 2, 3, or 4 type things. I'm not exactly sure how it would work. I'd have to read the README, but yeah, I'm not sure if I saw this on Reddit or if this was DefCat. This was Reddit. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is released yet, but dude, this should just goes to show like the creativity that you have, man. If you think of something, you can make anything. And you know what? If that doesn't work and the time has come, then I think we could do something else, and we could actually do this. So this guy here, he's preparing to launch a fully 3D printed high-power rocket airframe made from PA-12 nylon. So it's just going to keep looping, but nonetheless, look at that thing. So if the 4 little ones aren't enough for you, you can 3D print one of those. I'm not sure what printer he used to do that with, maybe a big one, and I'm not sure how many pieces he had to print that in, but nonetheless, awesome. Just goes to show you some cool things that you can make. So also, speaking of rockets, another cool thing that I found was this thing here, the Bomblet. Yeah, they are, right? Maybe I should stop making these cool videos on these things. I think I'm making it too easy for them, right? So especially with this one coming up, I actually left out some stuff that I was going to show that I might show next week, but I did leave out some stuff. But so here, I'll just jump right on into it. This guy here, I'm pretty sure you know where this could go. So this could go like on a drone. It could also go in a rocket launcher. Nonetheless, though, it's a multi-role bomblet that's capable of being hand-thrown, fired from a rifle, like down at the bottom, almost like probably like a grenade attachment, or dropped from a quadcopter. If you look on YouTube, you'll actually find a lot of videos of drones that have the capability of doing that. So yeah, you could do that. Let's see, and it uses a sliding impact internal fuse, resulting in a reliable grazing action, blah, blah, blah. You can read all of that information about it if you want. Nonetheless, I saw that and I was like, man, these people, like, you could 3D print really anything nowadays. Anything, and you can 3D, all of this was oh, it says right here, it says the tail and the body unit, fuse, and detonator holder are 3D printed. So majority of that is 3D printed right there. So yeah, I know, I want one too. Hey, I wonder if I printed the bodies of these, could I, like, hypothetically, could someone mail them to someone else? We'll just say that. Like, could you mail me one of those? I don't want you to, but I'm just curious, like, what's the regulations on those? I'll have to actually look into that and see what it is. Yeah, but that's super interesting. Really cool, I thought. So let's get rid of those. All right, boom. I think we made it through this one. Now we're on to our last set of things here. So a while ago, we did also talk about these guys right here. So while you may think, hey, what is that? Oh, that's the strike frame. You know, those have been discontinued. Well, what if I told you that that's 3D printed strike frame? So I know a lot of people have made clones of the strike frame to kind of use that kind of cutout, or, you know, just kind of make it look like a strike. But this is this is probably the most legit strike frame that I think I've seen. Like, you can even see the Strike Industries logo on there. And yes, this thing is all 3D printed. The files, so this particular file here is going to be, let me bring it up. Nope, not the wheel. Boom, right here. Hop on over to Odyssey, and you want to search for Broken Bullets. That's, this guy's name is Broken Bullets. I know it says Land of the Printed. I think he just changed that. but it's actually broken bullets. And then if you just, man, excuse me, if you look at some of his files that he has available, so he's got the Strike 40, I think that's like a 40 caliber strike. He's got 2 other strike frames here, and I mean they all kind of just came out, so 12 days ago, 11 days ago, 8 days ago. So like this will tell you better trigger guard without the shelf on the inside. So yeah, nonetheless, broken bullets on Odyssey is where you can find those particular Strike 80 frames. So if you missed out on getting one of these like legit from P80, go ahead and go, and you have a printer, print one of these out. I'm actually going to print a couple of them. I really like the ergonomics and the look of that. I think it's just, some of them are too beefy out there, but I think this is like a nice, subtle, like, I don't know. For me, it's almost like the sweet spot. It's not too aggressive, but it still is, you know, a little bit more aggressive than just the normal Glock. So, and I think also the handle of it is thicker, so it fills out your hand a little bit better. So yeah, there's that guy there. And then, so I guess another cool thing, so like I've told you guys in the past, like I'm a huge fan of the Mac platform. I love anything Mac, and I know this is probably a little bit old. Like I said, I was going to mention it last week, but we didn't stream last week. But nonetheless, so DB Firearms, he released the new DB9 Slim. So the DB9 was released a long time ago, but now they revised it, and essentially it looks like that. And so they made it a lot more streamlined, more thinner, so the top half isn't as like bulky or anything. Yeah, here we go. The old it says right here, take on the old design, you know, with less plastic. The DB9 Slim uses a low profile top cover and more Mac aesthetics. Additionally, there are 2 new grips and an updated folding brace design and new front end hand stop. So they did refresh it a little bit here, and so I want to print one of those out too. I like the look of that. I think it's a nice, like, compact frame, like, platform for the Mac to go on. I might take off the labeling on there, the DB9 Slim. Maybe I'll put the 2A logo there or something. I don't know. Remix it up a bit. But nonetheless, I really like that. I love the Mac platform, and which reminds me of remixing things and printing things and new things. I was going to do a cool video tonight with something, but I think I might save it for next week. And yeah, it's really cool. It's like an old video from 2017, I think. So I bet you it's improved since then. But nonetheless, when I saw it, I was like, dude, the future is here. The future is really here. So anyways, that's pretty much most of the content that I have for tonight. I did get a question. If you have any questions, type them over in the box while I go over this question, and then I'll get over to your guys' questions here. But nonetheless, so someone asked, you know, hey, I accidentally started a print with PETG, or with that profile. And so if you know anything about PETG, it's a little bit hotter of a profile than like PLA or anything like that. He stopped it pretty quick, realizing his mistake. Anyways, it left some lines on his build plate, and so he said that he's tried to use some isopropyl alcohol and some soap, warm water. He's tried everything he can to try to get that off. Is there any way that you can get those marks off? And looking at it, like, that same thing happened to me quite a few times on my build plate when I was trying to dial in my settings. I wasn't necessarily using PETG, but it'll happen if the nozzle's too close and it drags and scrapes. But nonetheless, what I would say there is, dude, no. The best thing you could do there is print a square, essentially a big rectangle, over all of that, and then see if, when you go to peel it off, see if that by chance is just really a thin layer of plastic that's stuck on there, and it might come off. But dude, I honestly think that the way that looks just like mine, and it actually like messed up that coating that's on there. So with this, I can tell you it's a Prusa. It says Prusa Mini on there. I know the normal Prusa build plates are double-sided, so I'm assuming yours probably is double-sided too. What I would do if it is stuck on there, because that's going to now imprint on the bottom of everything that goes on top of that circle or those lines. I don't know if you guys have had that problem before, but that's what happens. So what you could do is you can either in your slicer move your print on the part of your build plate that isn't touching that if you don't want that there, or flip your build plate over. Flip your build plate over. That'll give you one last chance type thing, and that'll give you enough time to order a new build plate, get that shipped out to you, and then have it to where when you need to replace it, you have one in stock to kind of just pop on there and have that work. So yeah, other than that, what are we at? 28 minutes. We're wrapping up, and I ordered some new stuff. We can do a raffle. I just don't have it here yet, and I would have to know exactly what it was. Let me see what it is, and I'll tell you, and we can do how many people do we have? Does it say? I think we only got 1 or 2 in the chat. Here, let me just see really quick. Big text. And I'll tell you what it is, and then we can do a raffle for it really quick. Big text, thank you for your purchase, blah, blah, blah. It is a OEM Glock 19 or 17, so it's the 9mm Gen 5 trigger with trigger bar. So yeah, I have a couple of those coming in. So if you guys want a Gen 5 G19 G17 trigger bar, what we can do is we'll do hashtag TAD right now, enter to win, and I'll put you guys in the name, and we can spin really quick. And let's see, I should say, as long as if both of you guys want to enter, how's it happening in Sprink? If you guys want to put your names in there, we'll do it. If I only get one, we're not going to spin. We'll keep that and we'll pass it on until next week. So again, 9mm 1917 Gen 5 trigger bar with the trigger. If you guys want it, I'll give you guys till 6:32. It's 6:31 right now. I'll give you to 6:32 because I don't think there's a whole lot of people here right now anyways. But just want to throw that out there. And yeah, you guys got any plans this weekend? While we wait till it says 6:32, what you guys up to? I think might go to the pumpkin patch. Might take the kids out to the pumpkin patch this weekend. Already getting ready for Christmas. Dude, my house is going to be awesome. I'll have to show you guys some videos. Okay, you want to wait till next week? That's fine. Good, I like it. Maybe we'll do a couple spins or something next week once we get a couple more people. Yeah, like I said, I think there's only 1 or 2 people here, at least in the chat. I don't know if it'll show me how many are watching. Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, cool, guys. Well, sweet. Well, thanks for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great Friday tomorrow. I hope you figure out Clipper, dude. Let me know if you figure out Clipper. I'll keep an eye on the Discord. But yeah, I never messed with Clipper. I had watched a couple YouTube videos on it, and I remember them saying like, dude, it can like really mess up. And I don't know. I was still kind of new at the time, and so gyres was enough for me. But I guess I figured if I could do gyres, you could probably do Clipper. But yeah. Anyways, good luck with Clipper. How is your S1 Pro working out? That's the one you got, right? Was the S1 Pro? I'm curious how that's working out for you. Yeah, because it should print pretty awesome, I think. And just an update on the Bamboo. Haven't gotten a shipping notification yet. They said by the end of October it should be shipped from my local warehouse down in LA. Not mine, but from the West Coast local warehouse down in LA. And so that means they have 10 days to get me a shipping label. Once they get me a shipping label, it'll be into UPS, which hopefully it arrives in one piece and not broken. And I'm hoping it's here before Halloween. If not, it'll be here a day or two after Halloween, and then I will set it up right here to my left. And yeah, we'll have some new fun things to talk about and look at. So, all right, cool. Well, I guess till next week, guys. Thanks. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend as well. See you next week.